Hello?
You have a call from Rift Cafe Corrections Institute. From inmate.
Radio bud, don't talk, just listen.
Do you accept?
Yes.
Thank you. Your call can now begin.
I swear if an arrow
I
comes...
said don't talk, just listen! Look, I need an excuse for some community service so I can get a frickin' day out of this place.
Okay, if you can edit this video, I'll sign off on your community service papers.
Deal!
Hello all, Traveling Arrow here, keep traveling on, and me and Radio Bud are going to be giving our thoughts on G5 thus far. What? If I'm going to be editing the video, then the laws of physics are mine.
Alright. And it's been a while since we had to say goodbye to G4.
But Radio Bud, don't you mean...
It's been a while since I could.
What the?
You have no idea the power you have bestowed upon me.
And G5 is now in full effect. We've had a movie, a web series, and a special.
And we're here to give you our thoughts on G5 thus far. Let's start with the G5 movie, MLP A New Generation.
Now, a bit has been said about this movie, both good and bad. And what are my thoughts on it? Yes. This movie does have its flaws, but it is entertaining. Let's look at the characters.
He's just a really caring yet timid character, wanting to do the best he can to protect everyone in town, but acting like a goof in the process. Izzy is just too much. I absolutely love her character being so upbeat and bouncy. Funny enough, when I hear her voice, I see Mabel from Gravity Falls.
But some of these characters are like our previous main six. Zip is, in a way, like Rainbow Dash. She's even the same race. Maybe not as cocky, but is still very confident in herself. And Sunny Star Scout is basically an Earth Pony version of Twilight, just as bright-eyed and curious. And she even becomes an alicorn. Granted, hers isn't permanent.
Yet.
But still has similar characteristics. Pip, however, is a diva, but it does give us something different, so I can't really fault that. It gives the writers, and frankly, us, something new to work with. But what about our villain, Arrow? Arrow! Arrow!
Why does him in that outfit remind me of the Hitler meme?
Arrow!
What? I can't be the only one that sees this!
Well, if you must know, his design was modeled after an anime character.
Radio Bud, as I told my Koopa buddy from the cafe before, I apologize for nothing.
And before you ask, yes! This is a JoJo reference!
Freaking weeps.
Okay. Even though I didn't have much to say on the main five, Sprout actually had my attention throughout the entire movie, for both the good and the bad. I mean, this is the cult that almost had Rarity in a pretend flashback kill her own friends. This character may be a mama's boy, but at the same time, he gives good qualities of a brat being a villain. He's like a younger Gaston, cocky in your face, and overall closed-minded to the thought that harmony can exist between the three races again. Something I will tackle on later, but still.
My biggest problem with this character is the song. This is a combo of Nirvana with Lady Gaga. The music itself isn't that bad, it's catchy, and I feel like I should like it, but my issue is with this line.
Fight, seeing black and white, that's your pony, right?
Okay, yes, people can think that way if they want, but you're supposed to be an officer of the law. You're supposed to be impartial. And some of you say, but Cruiser, you talented flying coal. He's a villain. Of course he thinks this way. Yes, but it's too on the nose. And the fact that he's encouraging this is when this movie jumps the shark. Now, some people think this character was a rip on them because of his looks, but my reason goes even deeper. You see, Sprout was my dad's nickname, and he too was a cop. Oh, it gets better. The woman who wrote this is GM Barrow, who I had worked with at an old pony con. Yeah, sit down, Josh. Barrow!
I will admit, the lyrics are a bit but what really gets me is how similar the music sort of matches Nirvana from Smells Like Teen Spirit. But besides this song, my personal favorite has to be Fit Right In and Gonna Be My Day. Both these songs just ooze out optimism and happiness. I love them so freaking much. When it comes to Izzy and Sunny, they seem to give off the vibe that no matter what, I'm gonna make friends and no one can stop me.
You mean like how you did so to
Shush. All in all, I think Izzy is one of my favorite characters so far, with how much she just makes me smile whenever she tries to brighten up the gang. My only complaint is that I wish they kept around Kimiko Glenn. Kimiko has made herself highly known for her voice roles in Centaur World and Into the Spider-Verse, and I have to say, she's incredible. Not just in voice acting, but singing as well, especially with Fit Right In. Now, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against the new VA and Asani. I just can't sense the energy her new VA is giving. So I'll wait and see if I get used to her voice for Izzy. I'll only say this, she's still so cute. As for Sunny, I think she's pretty good so far. She's an Earth Pony who honestly wants to see the harmony of Equestria rekindle and revive. She's shown as a character with a lot of optimism and just overall good vibes.
Please stop. I don't need that song stuck in my head again. You're gonna do it anyway, aren't you?
One small word can brighten the world around you. One big smile can change someone's day. A helping hand goes farther than you can dream. Goodbye, so many different ways.
Why am I friends with you?
Because I'm looking out for you.
You planned this, didn't you?
Maybe. You first.
The song has a very whimsical start and the arrangement is good. Plus the lyrics have a nice flow to it. It's actually the correct song to come right after a number like It's Gonna Be My Day.
Is it weird when I hear this song that it kind of sounds like the reverse of how Twilight and Pinkie met? In this song, the bubbly character is being cheered up by the main character. This actually shows Izzy and Sunny's friendship starting to blossom, and shows even though it may seem like they were both alone or outcasts, they find friendship in each other and not caring what race they may be. Plus, I'm sorry, the music takes a mellow yet upbeat theme, going from reasons to be sad but cheering each other up, while leading to the refrain, I got your back. Kind of one of the reasons why I like Sunny. Even though a lot of people don't really seem to like her, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really enjoying her character so far. Does she have Super Saiyan Alicorn powers? Yes, but she's an approachable and kind character to enjoy seeing in the show to come. Plus, as it's shown, the powers are shown to be temporary, so no Mary Sue!
As far as the other songs go, they do have a more modern tone, and honestly, I'm not surprised. After 10 years of Daniel Ingram's style, of course they want to try something different. And it's not all bad. Gonna Be My Day is probably my favorite song. The piano chords and the chorus sound angelic, and the word flow works great. Fit Right In for the most part is good. It's the lyrics towards the end is when it starts to lose me.
This is how a unicorn talks.
How a unicorn talks? You've been talking with them throughout the whole movie. It's not even a different style of grammar. It's not even Canadian!
This is how a unicorn hoops. This is how a unicorn hoops. Oh, geez, stop.
Still no different, and the rhyme wasn't even good.
This is how a unicorn struts.
Okay. I don't think there was much different, but that's a good line.
Oh, watch us shake our unicorn butts.
What the fuck?
Unicorn horn makes a unicorn stride as the more head on.
Are you kidding me? Why do writers do this? It never works. It's not even good for a cringe laugh. It's just cringe. And I don't care if kids like it. They're kids. They don't know what's good for them.
So, are you saying this doesn't look good on me? Fine, I'll put it away.
But then we have this song, Together. For starters, which one of the ponies is singing this? It doesn't say, but seeing how it sounds like it was ripped from a teenager's YouTube channel, I'm gonna say it's Pip. Which might explain why I don't like it, but she is an influencer, so the sound does make sense. But then we get this line.
Everybody needs somebody. I'm somebody too.
No shit, Chase.
Love the reference, but still. Thoughts, Arrow?
Honestly, it just makes me think of the song Electric being played at the end of Detective Pikachu. I mean, it wasn't, but if it did, I'd get the same vibe from hearing this song at the end. It's out of place, but it matches the theme and doesn't sound that bad.
As for glowing up,
I feel the fire, I'm shining brighter.
standard.
Fun fact though, originally Pip was gonna be a possible antagonist. In the deleted scene, she got upset from her performance being ruined, so she got mad at her sister Zip and her new friends. Kinda makes me think what a team up of Sprout and Pip would have been like. I mean, think about that! Pegasi wanted to stay on top so bad they'd even keep harmony between the races from ever coming back.
Well, you certainly made this dark all of a sudden.
I blame Incarnate by default.
I don't know who that is, and I don't care. And then we have It's Alright, aka the dance-off song.
The song isn't that bad, but I think it could have been used a bit better than just for a dance-off scene. Plus, it doesn't really play for that long. I'll say the song's not bad, but maybe would have worked for a montage skit, or just as a credits song.
Good observation. This song feels a bit out of place. Sunny is playing for one of the missing pieces of that crystal, so there's a lot riding on this. You'd think the music would be a bit more dramatic or something. It would be one thing if it was supposed to be the song that they're dancing to, and I think they were trying to give off that vibe, but their dance moves are not in rhythm to the song, and I think this would have fit better at the end of the credits.
And speaking of end credits, let's talk about the ending. Honestly, not as cringy as I thought it was gonna be. Does it have a Deus Ex Machina? Oh, fudge with extra fudge, yeah. But it wasn't as bad as I first thought it'd be. Yes, not all harmony has returned. Obviously, some ponies are still adjusting and still afraid. But the unicorns regained their magic back, harmony seems to slowly be returning to Equestria, the Pegasi got their flight back, lol! And Earth ponies are still useless except for Sunny because she has Alicorn's superform powers. The only thing I'm peeved about is why the hell didn't Sprout go to jail? I understand he's young, but he destroyed Sunny's house for Luna's sake!
Sorry, Arrow. She didn't press any charges.
Oh, come on! So are you saying that he gets away scot-free while I'm under arrest for breaking a few doors?
You see, they did press charges.
Fuck you.
Yeah, like everyone else has said, the ending had some problems. But Sprout not going to jail, I don't think was one of them. They all just realized that they all had the wrong idea about each other. And none of them were innocent. They were all guilty. So who do you single out? Sure, the line where he asks,
Mommy, was I a good sheriff?
could have been taken out. As Mother's response to him,
Look, a flying dog!
could have been better. But I don't think that's why people are split on the movie.
Oh? Then why? Sunny's Alicorn form?
No,
Sprout ripping off Nirvana?
no,
Dance Dance Pony Revolution?
no.
The fact that we have no idea what the flipping heck started this fear of all the races and why Equestria went through a apparent terraforming catastrophe?
No, but I do have some thoughts on that.
Then what?
See, this movie struggles to—
No, not that! What I just said about the races.
Oh, while we don't know how or why all these races became divided, the fact that everyone forgot Twilight's lessons is actually believable.
Wait, really?
Yes, and let's let history be our guide. President Ronald Reagan once said, freedom is never more than one generation from extinction. What this means is just because you achieved your goal doesn't mean you'll maintain it. Think about it. How many of us work so hard to lose weight just to gain it all back? How many of us got caught doing something wrong just to do it again? Heck, how many of us had to relearn a lesson from the show? The fact that lessons were forgotten or fell by the wayside is believable. It never happens all at once. It happens over the course of time. And this is thousands of years into the future. What led to it? I don't know. But it's certainly plausible.
Huh. Because honestly, I had my own thoughts on this that would have led to something way darker.
You? Dark? What the heck could you possibly think of that would be dark?
Cozy Glow escaping the stone imprisonment after a few years later, some random ponies discover her petrified in stone for so long, in the process most likely keeping the use she had way back then. But once freed, she spread the deceit and lies throughout the land of the fearsome unicorns and how they were the ones who petrified her, thus leading to her reaching up the ranks to become royalty. Cause remember, it is God knows how many years later, and Pegasi kind of run the place now since the Alicorns are all gone. But last and certainly not least, isn't it kind of a coincidence that Queen Haven happens to have a blue mane and pink fur? possible ancestor to Cozy. Plus, this would be supported if they kept the deleted scene with Pip being angry at Zip.
Okay, but what about the alicorns?
God of War.
Arrow!
Oh, right, Alicornivore.
That doesn't make it better!
I was supposed to make it better?
Anyway, I think the reason why people are split on this is because this is struggling to be both a movie and a pilot at the same time, and it's struggling to find the proper balance between the two.
Huh. I, surprisingly, have no snarky comeback for this. That actually makes a lot of sense. I have seen examples when some show pilots would try to be as movies, but sometimes they don't work out as intended, usually being met with mixed emotions in the process. One example would be the 2005 animation known as The Toy Warrior. The movie was released and was hoping to hop in as a series later on, but didn't receive as much love as the creators hoped. Not to mention for the fact that for some reason it reminds me of Captain N. Except for a gamer being sucked into the world of video games, it's a teen kid being sucked into the world of toys.
Are you making that up? It sounds like you're making that up.
Besides that, I feel like the one thing that we never focused on is the crystals. I'm not gonna lie, I was incredibly curious about these things for a while. A part of me also thought, what if Twilight did think about if this whole thing backfired and ponies forgot the lesson of friendship and harmony? What if she wouldn't be around in a time that needed her? In a way, the elements of harmony were their own magical MacGuffins that helped them in these kind of times. So, is it so far-fetched to believe that maybe she made these to help those in the new generation that still believe in harmony? Heck, they give Alicorn powers, so who's to say that Twilight didn't infuse this bad boy with her own magic?
Wait, when did you start being smart?
I still like cider!
Never mind. Now, some people have said it feels like they're trying to be current, whereas G4 is more timeless. And while that may be the case, I am willing to give them the benefit of the doubt. We could easily be interpreting this all wrong.
What?
We are all watching you, Boulder Media.
Wait, Maud's Pet Rock is making this?
Oh yes, I am more than just a simple rock, dear Bronies. For I am the clay that holds this world together. I am the speed bump that's in the road. I am what crushes Harrison Ford in a tomb. I am Boulder.
Did you just get a sense of dread?
You felt that too?